So my brother,
give thanks.
for sure.
Give thanks.
How you feeling? How you doing?
You know, I'm maintaining. I will say that.
Okay.
You know, usually I'm a person that's usually in good spirits, but you know, days sometimes get tougher than others. You feel me?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm good, and I'm getting better, and that's my mindset.
I like
Feel
it.
me?
I like it.
How about you, my brother? I'm checking in with you. How you feeling?
I'm not gonna lie, it's been a stressful week.
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
Maybe there's something going around, dog.
It may be, maybe just maybe maybe it is. I don't know what it is, but you know, it's been stressful. I'm still good, still maintaining. You know, I always feel like I'm good. If you wake up in the morning, you good.
For sure.
You feel me?
For sure.
I'm good. It's been stressful. It's been just a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know, my birthday just passed.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, my birthday just passed, so you know, I did a little celebration. Not a big celebration, but took it out to Vegas last weekend.
Ooh.
And I found out that I'm washed, man.
Oh, you washed?
Yeah, I'm washed.
Oh, you was in the club and you couldn't hang?
I couldn't hang. I was done. So my feet was hurting.
Your feet was hurting.
My back was hurting. I was like, why am I here?
Why?
Right.
Where were y'all?
So we stayed in the Bellagio.
Yeah.
Great. I love the Bellagio. It was my first time staying there.
Okay.
You know, great room right in front of the fountain. If you've been to Vegas,
you know what
about
it is.
The Bellagio fountain.
That's the business.
So stayed there, and then you know, we did the whole eat and ate good. You know, went to a few spots. You know, did the whole brunch thing and all of that, and then we took it to Drea's.
Okay.
You know, the number one spot. I noticed that one thing I noticed about Vegas is that it's
Dre's, I think. Too,
Dre's. Yeah, sorry if I messed that up.
No,
But
they
ain't paying us, so hey. But y'all can.
It's love.
But anyway, I noticed something about Vegas, and I noticed that Vegas, if you like to listen to hip hop and all of that stuff and rap music, and there's not a lot of venues for you there, especially at night. Mm-hmm. You know, you have Dre's or you have one spot for the most part.
For the most part.
You may look up into like a day party where they may play some other hip hop top 40, throw a little house in there. But I'm talking about
nightclubs. There's a couple that do hip hop. I know.
On the strip?
Yeah, on the strip, like the Lex at the Pyramid. I think there's one at Bellagio, the Bank.
Oh, I think I've been to the Bank a while ago.
I think the Bank.
Okay.
There's also something at the Mirage. I think it's like One Oak.
Oh yeah, I know about One Oak, but
it's a mix.
I think One Oak. I know about One Oak like years ago.
Yeah.
You know, when I was like really out there, partying and stuff. But I'll just say that I figured out that I was washed. I figured that vacations are a lot different for me now.
Yeah.
A lot, I just want to chill.
Oh.
Just want to chill,
just
man.
Relax.
Just relax.
Yeah.
Kick back. If I may hit a bar, definitely love the beach. So, it's just have fun.
Did you gamble? Did you put some money out there?
Nah, I didn't. I'm not a big gambler, man.
I think that the money in my head is something that I always think about when I think about Vegas, right?
Right, the gambling. That's what most people do.
Most people, they call Vegas lost wages.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Never heard that one, but that's clean.
Yeah, lost wages.
Yeah, you can go out there and lose your life.
Yeah, man, people. But it's a lot of winners out there for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. But to make a longer story long, now I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. It was good. It was my birthday. It was a bit stressful that week, but
you had fun.
I had fun. I had a great time. I'm not gonna lie. I had a great time in Vegas, and
but you figured out you would watch.
Yeah, I just figured out I can't hang like that, bro.
It's good. You got to switch it up, man.
And then this weekend, I stepped out for a drink, and then I was like, okay. When it was 12 o'clock, I started looking at all right, what we doing? Anyway, but yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. So
Happy birthday, brother.
Thanks, brother.
Happy
I appreciate it, man.
Hey, and with that, when I was thinking about the money, I was thinking about our first story.
What is it? Let me know.
Our first story, man. Something is in the news, man. Something's happening to the financial markets. You been seeing anything happen with funny market activity?
You know, I've been feeling it.
You been feeling it?
Yeah, I've been feeling it.
I'm saying, bro, there has been some shifts. The Dow lost hundreds of points the other day.
Oh, seriously?
There's some people that speculate that there's an influence that China is having on our markets. Specifically, there's one company called Evergrande.
Okay, speak on it.
All right.
Speak on it, man. Evergrande, like that's so this Chinese company, they're based in China.
Yeah. So basically,
and they're pretty much influencing our market.
Yeah, they're so big. They're so big.
That's powerful.
They influence in our market.
You know, speak on it.
So, Yahoo Finance says on September 20th, it says the headline is China expert. There's going to be a lot of pain before Evergrande saga is over. So Evergrande is like, as I understand it, it's like a property giant. Like they are a real estate developer, like the second biggest corporation in China or something like that, right?
Man, that's heavy.
And they're defaulting on their loans, apparently. Over $300 billion, to some extent like that. And basically, if this business fails, it's almost like a black hole opens up or something where other companies in the markets are sucked, they're drawn down because of the standing of these books, right? So there's a lot happening in the markets, and I just wanted to try and check in with you. Like, are you affected? Have you been noticing this? You've been paying attention to this?
I mean, you know, vaguely I've been paying attention. I mean, like I said, I've been feeling it. You know, if you look at prices, inflation has gone up. You know, prices has gone up.
Yeah,
and this is at a global level.
Yeah,
not just here in America.
Yeah.
If you look at it, prices of everything has gone up, and people are complaining. Even if you go to Africa, people are complaining about how much, you know, the bag of rice has gone up. You know, and it's not surprising.
Yeah.
It's very strange, you know, that because of this debt, and I don't want to be mistaken. Is it the Chinese firm? Is it their debt?
Yes, there. Let me read a paragraph from it.
Go ahead, man.
It says, Evergrande currently has over $305 billion in liabilities, and some worry about the potential risk to the Chinese financial system and global contagion were the company to fold. It says, at the end of the day, there will be the ability of the Chinese government to step in and create an outcome that avoids worst case scenarios. Does that mean...
they're gonna step in,
government takeover,
right? They're gonna
that means.
They're gonna step in and be like, all right.
But there's supposedly a huge factor in the economy of the world. China has been doing a lot of things. We talked about this, right? Like on their own, like they're creating their own world. They have a lot of boundaries when it comes to economic situations, social media situations, entertainment situations.
Yep.
You know, so I think this is interesting how things that's happening on the other side of the world can affect what's going on over here. You know, in this global market.
I mean, it's all. I feel like it's all tied because, you know, both countries, you know, do business with each other for a long time. It seems like it's a frenemy.
Yeah.
Between America and China.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we know that we can benefit from each other.
Yeah.
But we don't really like each other.
We don't really like each
other.
What I mean? We're not gonna fool with each other.
We're not gonna really fool with each other like that.
Some people speculate that they might become quote unquote an enemy, but I don't know about government.
But you can feel it. You can feel with every little, like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but China was also really blocking America from investigating the root of where coronavirus came from, and that if they were to name China the cause of coronavirus, there was going to be some issues. And China came out and said it like, nah, if basically saying
it's a declaration of war.
Right, basically they're saying, nah, if you say this is us, it's on.
Whoa.
It's an issue. So you can tell they're just waiting for a situation,
the right provocation,
right, to just warrant a fight.
Boy, oh boy.
Hey man, it's tense times, you know, but we see it.
Yeah,
we see it. I hope y'all see it too. You know, we're trying to give y'all this game and just open your eyes to things that are happening below the surface. You know.
Thank you for that, brother. For those that don't know what overstanding is, man, we're trying to have use of the knowledge. We're trying to have power over the information.
Right.
Not have the information have power over us or have a standing over us. We're not going to stand under the information. We're going to stand over it. We're going to use it to our advantage, you know. With that being said, man, it completely skipped my mind, but I have to do the shout outs. Shout out Six Kings.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shout out Conscious Minds.
Yeah.
Get your bud, man. Get your bud at Conscious Minds. All right. I want to shout out Uncle Double R.
Okay.
Richie Rich.
What you got? Oh, okay. That's
him
right there.
Yeah, this is his design.
Okay.
His hoodie. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Okay.
Dub, see you.
I like it.
Town legend. You know what I mean? Music legend.
For sure.
You feel me?
Yep.
Help bring Def Jam back. You feel me? So anyway.
Yeah, shout outs. But let's get into the next one then.
Okay,
so let's get into the next one.
The next one, Blaz, is hitting hard. It's a difficult subject for many to talk about, man. But it's on the tip of tongues everywhere, man.
Right.
It's the Haitian situation.
Yeah.
It's the Haitian immigrant refugee situation.
Yeah. It's happening right here.
So for those of you who don't know,
let them know.
This past week, a number of Haitian refugees made their way into the United States through Texas, through Mexico, you know, and they were encountered and corralled by immigration or Homeland Security folks. But the pictures that were taken of this crossing over the border, which is something that I want to talk about in and of itself, but the pictures that were taken really were reminiscent of slavery kinds of characterizations, like a slavery picture, like a white man on a horse with a cowboy hat using his reins as a whip while people are running or trying to snatch black bodies. You know, it was very, very reminiscent of that slavery kind of picture. You know?
Yeah, I saw images, and it definitely, left a sour taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? As far as just like the treatment, and what this shows me, it just shows me how, the playing field is not fair. As in, like they treat it. It just shows us how they treat and how they look at the black community, or if you're black.
This is
that's what it shows me. It's again. It just proves that when it comes to us or people that look like us, it's a lot of roadblocks. It's a lot of this and this, and it's a lot of actions first, think later.
Yeah.
Whereas when it's another demographic, right? When it's another demographic, it's think now, and then we'll have the actions later.
You know what I would like to say about this situation? Number one,
go ahead.
Number one, the government treats different immigrants differently.
Oh, most definitely.
Because we just had this situation where we pulled out of Afghanistan.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
In a most irresponsible way.
Yeah,
right?
That's a perfect way to put it.
In the most irresponsible way. They could have blew up the munitions, the guns, the tanks, if they couldn't fly that shit out of there, they could have blew it up.
I just had a better plan.
No, they could have blown it up.
Right.
They said fuck it and left it for the people the Taliban to take advantage of, and so anyways,
you're trying to breed some some Yuri Orlovs.
Anyways, let me just take a step back. So government treatment of immigrants is different because they flew 150,000 Afghanis here.
Yeah, they did.
Right?
They did.
And
I'm sure
put them in some sort of living situation. Right. They taking care of these people.
For sure.
Right? Making a way for these people.
For sure.
That have been impacted by war and destabilization and things of that nature. The Haitian president just got assassinated.
And there's some speculation behind that too.
And you remember we did the story where the DEA informants were allegedly involved.
It's a lot of conspiracy.
Yeah, man.
A lot of
and
with that situation. But go ahead.
Haiti has been targeted economically. Since the Haitian Revolution.
For sure.
Since that historic beacon of what black people could do, that narrative of what black people could do, that demonstration, man, it's like Haiti has been whooped, destabilized intentionally, and now when the people need help, and this is the place where they were saying, it was that narrative back in the day, give me your poor, give me your uneducated, blah, 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 right? Right? That's no longer applying for certain immigrants. That's my perspective.
Oh yeah, I mean, and if you if you pay close attention to the situation, I think that's a lot of people's perspective and a lot of people's take on the situation. It just shows the unfair treatment, when it comes to this country. I mean, and it's at this point, the thing is that they know what's going on.
Yeah, I got
know what's happening.
I got an angle for you that I'm gonna shift gears on the same topic though.
Okay, go ahead.
Because I saw a picture of the people taking pictures of the thing that was happening with the Haitians. Are you hearing me?
I'm listening.
So there were photographers in the water, in the river, taking pictures where these people, like, at a photo op, was this a stage thing? I know some people out there that act like there are intentional kinds of staged events that are meant to trigger people for specific reasons, whatever reasons they may be.
Right.
There is such a thing called crisis actors. Right?
Yes, for sure, they are.
There's such a thing called false flag scenarios, right?
Okay.
There are such a thing called like staged events, right? Media propaganda kind of thing. Like I've seen another demonstration of that where like it's a reporter in front of 10 or 12 people that look like they're protesting, and it's framed like there's hundreds of people because the camera is looking up,
right?
And then they just see a crowd of people behind this reporter, and it looks thick, but it's only taking up half of a block, and it's not more than 15, 20 people. So sometimes there may be things that are presented to us that might trigger us, and I wonder if you think that this is one of those things.
It can be. I think it can.
I think this might be like something that just like get black people riled up and like into that emotionalism.
I would say it triggers us because it's reminiscence of what we've seen time and time again. Meaning it's we see it all the time. So it's like, damn, okay, this is a situation, like we see the different treatment that happens at the border when it's other people. But now you have a situation where it's the Haitians, It's like, why is the treatment like this so unfair? Why is it a act now, think later situation, but with the others, it's a, okay, let's think about this and let's like come up with a plan. Mm-hmm. It's almost like they just react off of us being us because they don't know how to deal with us. That's what it's showing. That's what it's showing me.
Yeah.
And it's triggering. It's triggering and it's frustrating and it sucks. It's like, dang, like when is stuff really gonna change?
Yeah.
Like, are we really gonna change, or is this just people gonna keep thinking that this doesn't happen? This is all in your head.
Nah,
they're trying to make us feel that we're crazy.
There's too many examples. Ain't no gaslighting over here. Ain't no gaslighting. There's too many different hardcore, concrete examples of mistreatment, disproportionality. We're gonna talk about some disproportionality.
Oh man,
we're gonna talk about some disproportionality, but
for sure.
But it just makes me think about these cultural considerations.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I like that.
The cultural considerations is like, are people who look a certain kind of way getting a different treatment? We know the answer is yes. Right.
Yeah.
So sometimes people make a mockery of that. Sometimes people don't take into consideration a person's cultural experience, how that plays a part on the jobs they don't get or the opportunities they don't see, they're not educated about, they haven't been able to participate in because of structural racism. You feel me?
Right, I hear you.
It's crazy. So I just wanted to say that because it makes me think about the next thing that I wanted to talk about.
Well, go ahead. Let's get into this one because I have some things to say about this. We all know, if you don't know, there was a scandal with the Canadian Prime Minister.
Scandal.
And, he's a young guy. You see him, everybody likes how they say, oh, he's sharp, he's clean, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And for the most part, he seems like a fair guy, and he pushes policies, very progressive, so, but, not to take away from that.
Around
Right.
They shut down the borders hella tight, and them lockdowns.
And what
he was doing.
I guess he appears to be progressive. Let me put it like
respect,
that. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
So, he's a young guy, and I believe he was at a party when he was younger, probably when he was in school, whatever, Halloween party, and he dressed up in blackface. And he's brought light to it, and he's apologized for it and gave you the whole spiel about I was young, dumb, and yada, and all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now, go ahead and let me know. That's just the background of what it is, but you sent me an article.
Yeah.
Sent me an article, and you were saying that it seems like you can't shake it.
Yeah.
You can't shake that.
He got a ghost follow him.
Yeah.
He's haunted by this thing.
He's haunted by the blackface.
He's haunted by the blackface.
Hey man, he shouldn't have done it.
But the thing is that they said a new photo surfaced.
Oh really?
Yeah, they said a new photo surfaced right when he was about to be reelected. So there's this story is layered, right?
Right.
According to the New York Post, it says another disturbing photo of Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau in blackface surfaced Sunday on the eve of the national election that will determine whether he remains in power. The photo showed Trudeau at a 2001 Arabian Nights theme party wearing a turban and dark makeup and sticking out his tongue. He apologized in 2019 when similar images from the same gala emerged shortly before the election, saying the buck stops with me and I have a responsibility.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
He didn't comment on the most recent image. This is politics. This dirty politics.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's politics. But the blackface thing.
He did it.
It's a lot of people who do the blackface thing,
right,
especially abroad.
Right. There's a lot of people that do the blackface thing.
It's it's a few different cultures. I know some Dutch and them. They be doing some blackface stuff.
And my thing is that like what it shows me is that we're so enamored by us as a people, that you really love us and you really want to be us, but you try to play it off as a mockery. You know what I mean? And I mean that's like a reverse look at it. Obviously, it's disrespectful because you're mocking it.
Yeah.
But I look at it as a psychological issue where you really love us. You really want to be us. You really want to be us. That's why you took this opportunity to do this.
And
it's not just Justin
Trudeau.
Right, Trudeau. Cases like this come up all the time. They still do this, like frat parties, and they still do this. And it's like you try to make it seem like, oh, fun, like, oh, I'm trying to, try to be disrespectful. But I look at it like it's a cry for help. It's a cry that lets me know you don't know who you are as a person. Yeah. And instead of loving, us black people, because of everything that you admire about us, you're such a hater that you try to spin it off and put it out as a mockery and put it out as hate. There's a real thin line between love and hate. That's real.
I believe it.
I believe it too.
I believe it.
And your biggest haters were people who once loved you.
Man, that shit come from the same place.
It does.
They say hate is confused love.
Yeah, yes, it is.
They say hate is confused.
Yes, it is.
Love.
Yeah. So that's my spin on it. You know what I mean?
I got a question for you. Are you surprised by the minstrel show, like the caricature presentation, that people do when they there's like a mimicking and a mocking that happens when people do this like blackface thing, right? Mm-hmm. And we're trying to act black. Mm-hmm. We're trying to walk different, talk different,
right.
Are you impacted by like the misrepresentation of that authentic culture?
I'm not impacted about it. I'm just more like, what did you say, frustrated? I'll just say I'm just more like, what are you doing, dude? Like, because it's not impacting because you're not from the culture, you don't represent the culture, so you know nothing about it. You know what I mean?
But they're trying to put on.
I mean, they're just trying to put on based off of what they've seen, but they don't know shit about it, so I can't really take you serious. It's like I could never take, like for example, I could never take parenting advice from people who don't have kids.
Well, maybe I really would say, because I got a different opinion, that people who don't have kids, they haven't been a parent, but they've had a parenting experience. And they've learned something from that. So I would just, what I mean? I would put that out there, like
that
they got some reference point about what good parenting might look like and what bad parenting might look like. But
but that's just, it could be just an isolated situation.
For sure,
that's their situation, and until you've been in that position, because you're talking about it from another aspect of being a child.
For sure.
And you're talking
until you're
in that position
when you gotta run and your sleep is off and your money is going crazy.
You will start to understand why certain things happen. Mm-hmm. At the time you may not agree, but you start to understand, okay, I may have gone about it a different way, but I see now that this is what led to this.
Better parenting, hopefully, in the end.
Oh, for sure.
What you think about this nigga parenting?
But man, shit, they dropped the ball. So I mean, but let me not say this. So let me talk about this, man, because I don't like to be part of cancel culture. You know what I mean? I feel like people can make mistakes at one point in their life, and there should be room for redemption.
Yep.
Now,
okay, believe it. I bless that.
Right. He did the blackface.
Yeah.
He
apologized.
He apologized. Now it could have been fluff apology or not real. Who knows? That's between him and God. But I look at actions and how he's moving out here.
Yeah.
And honestly, I have nothing wrong to say about the young man, because he is young and he's out here putting on for younger leaders out there, for his people, for the Canadians. So, and I'm sure the Canadians like him, but
let's take a break.
We'll get back to Justin Thibodeau. Trudeau. All right.
Yeah, Justin Trudeau, man. Fuck that dude, man.
Justin,
Fuck that, man. I just turned up, man. Fuck that dude, man. He out here in blackface, man. He out here disrespectful, man. Hey, same thing with Joe Biden, man. You know, check this out, man. I'm finna go in now. Fuck this, man. Okay. Check this out, blood. I gotta just say, man. I woke up. That Justin Trudeau shit just woke me up. You know why? You know why? Because they playing with our culture, man. They playing with us, man. We not to be played with. I'm not a plaything. I'm not a toy. I'm a human being. Feel me? I'm a man. Now, Joe Biden, you know our president?
Yeah.
You know who his mentor? I know of him. You want to know his mentor? Who his political mentor was?
Who?
So much so that he said his eulogy at this famed, infamous person's funeral.
Who?
Strom Thurmond.
Who's that?
Notorious racist.
Oh,
notorious
really?
racist and a career politician. Notorious racist career politician. And, you know, that's some of that indoctrination that leads to the 94 crime bill. You feel me? You know about Joe Biden and the 94 crime bill?
I do not.
He called, oh my God, he called black kids, technically, super predators.
Wow.
Super predators.
Wow.
Him and Hillary Clinton, I believe.
Wow.
And this whole 94 crime bill was the thing that just had so many enhancements, gang enhancements, that led to more mass incarceration. Just know that, okay? Y'all do that research.
Yeah,
do that research.
I have to do my research on that.
Yeah,
that sounds.
But all I'm saying is I'm bringing that up to say that people making a mockery of our culture, saying like, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. That's what Joe Biden said.
I heard him say that ridiculous.
Make a mockery of our culture and really not respect it is the same thing as blackface to me. You know what I mean? Like people get juiced off of Bill Clinton playing the saxophone on Arsenio Hall.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he was part of that 94 crime bill wave.
Right,
that mass incarceration wave.
That is true. That's facts.
You know what I mean?
He apologized for it.
Yeah.
But still, he was a part of it. And he because of his policy, it definitely incarcerated a lot of black men and ripped some families apart.
For sure, blood.
So go ahead.
But I just want to say, man, like, stop playing with our culture, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Snoop Dogg is the only person I really know that do like the little white boy caricature thing. You know what I mean?
Dave Chappelle did it.
Dave Chappelle, my bro. Shout out Chappelle. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, but that's one thing about his comedy. That's one thing I love about his comedy. He really touches on issues and put it in the comedy.
Yeah.
And some people, if you put a mirror to their face and show them who they are, they don't like it.
Yeah.
So that's why some of his jokes, they don't like it. They're like, oh, he's very offensive now. I didn't know Dave Chappelle was like this. I'm like, come on, if you watched his stand up, come on. Like, you understand.
He's genius.
He's a genius. He's always put it in there.
Yeah.
You have to read between the lines. Like, sometimes you don't even have to do that. It's just right there in your face.
I like the fact that you said read between the lines.
Yep.
Let's read between the lines on the thing that you brought to me, blood.
Yeah, for sure, man. Let's talk about this this missing girl, woman, Gabby. What's her name? Petito.
Gabby Petito. Now, this is her story. If you don't know about Gabby Petito, prayers, condolences.
Oh yeah, condolences to the family.
Love. Light, strength.
Definitely.
And we also have to, kind of explore this a little bit.
Yeah, let's look at it. I mean, it's terrible what happened to Gabby. Terrible. For sure. And it's and this is the story if you don't know. So Gabby was on a cross country tour or drive with her fiance? Was that what it was, or were they just on a trip?
I think that they were doing some kind of like road
trip. Right?
It was like a road trip,
right? So she was on a road trip with her fiance, and while she was on this road trip on her fiance, they got a call. There was they got into a little fight. The police showed up. The police decided that they should go separate ways just for the time being, so they can cool off, right? So they go on this road trip. Then next thing you know, the fiance shows up at his parents' house in Florida without Gabby. So they're like, "Where's Gabby?"
Right.
He's like, he's not cooperating with the police. He's not doing nothing. So now they go look for her. You know, they go look, and she becomes a missing person. They do this whole hunt, and then they find that she's dead. And now, you know, to make a long story short, she finds that she's dead. The fiance is missing now. He's a person, and now he's a suspect. He's the number one suspect because he's missing.
He's on the run.
He's on the run.
For sure, he's running for.
So that's the story about Gabby.
God bless.
Yes, and if you see how it's all over the media, like, I mean, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's a terrible situation.
It's a really highly run news story, bro.
Right. It's everywhere. Every channel you turn, it's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's everywhere. And you know, if you look at the statistics, or not the numbers, we currently have about, I could be off a little, but 75,000 missing black women out there right now as we speak, and you don't hear not one being highlighted on any news outlet
not on the same level.
Not on the same level.
Not on the same level. I got an article about this.
Go ahead.
It says, this is from the womensmediacenter.com, and the title is called "The Urgent Crisis of Missing Black Women and Girls." I'm scrolling down to the part that says, the harsh reality is that an estimated 64,000 to 75,000 black women and girls are currently missing in the U.S., arguably due to pressure from activists and advocacy groups such as Black and Missing Foundation, which documents and brings awareness to missing black people, and growing national interest in human trafficking. Major news outlets such as CNN ran stories in 2019 about the alarming number of missing black children and black women in the United States. They're not sounding the alarm for the black women like they are for the young fiance, the young white fiance. Right. They're not like there was another young man. There was a brother who just got found, I think, in a river. What's this brother's name?
I'm familiar with that. He got found in the river.
Yeah.
Like, man, how long ago was this?
This was this last week.
Oh, last week.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What's the brother's name? Let's see if we can get it right.
Jelani Day.
Man,
Jelani Day. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Love and light.
Jelani Day's body is identified a month after the grad student went missing. The family of this, the story about this is the family was pleading for resources, pleading for attention, pleading for more of an organized effort.
Hold on, was this was he like a medical student or something?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, I think I heard about this story.
Yeah.
I heard about this story, man. When I was watching, I think I watched it somewhere. I saw a clip of it on social media. But when I was hearing about this story, it just, man, it was eerie. But go ahead.
All I'm saying is there's a dedication of resources for some and not others.
Facts.
And there's a need, right? Like there's more. 75,000 people is not a small number.
It's not.
That's a fucking stadium.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's a stadium.
It is, and the thing is that we need the same exposure. When you can't be selective in situations. I mean, it's very terrible what's happened to Gab. This is not her fault. We're not trying to downplay what happened to her. Because rest in peace to her as well.
Not at all.
And condolences to her family. We just want to show just the inequity in the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In terms of the attention,
equity
in terms
right.
of the resources.
The resources.
The community banded
right.
together.
It's not there. And we can't continue to move like everything is leveled on a level playing field.
It's definitely not.
You know, and it just shows. It's just unfortunate. You know, rest in peace. You know, to Jelani.
Yeah,
that's his name, correct?
Yeah, rest in peace to anybody who passed. Shout out to all of the elders, the ancestors.
Right.
Shout out to those who've gone before us and who look out for us right
Definitely.
now. Feel me?
Definitely. I mean, it's
peace and blessings.
We're at a time where it's a lot going on. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's been a few deaths in my family that really, that really hit me, and it's
respect.
And they're just death. Within even the actors and actresses that
the Michael K. Williams,
right? Those that we saw, watched growing up. It's like it's a lot of death going on out there. So that should let
AJ
you know.
Johnson.
That's right. That should let you know. Just gotta know what's real and just focus on what's
Shock G,
what's important. All the little fluff stuff, all the little material stuff. Yeah, we all like nice things, but don't make that the main focus. It's about family. It's about those who you consider family. Because I always say this, like, it's something that I say. I say you can't choose who you're related to, but you can always choose who you consider family.
Respect that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So your family, whoever that is, whoever that consists of, check on them.
Yeah.
Make sure that they're there. Make sure everything is cool, even if it's just a text.
And fix that shit too.
And fix it.
Fix that shit.
Especially if you're at a point where you don't even know why y'all arguing or y'all beefing.
Fix that shit.
Should we move on?
Yeah, let's do it, man.
Let's move on to the what the fuck.
What the
WTF.
Fuck? Yeah, what's the what the fuck, bro?
You feel me? For those who don't know the what the fuck moment, what the fuck moment is anything that we see that just gives us that reaction.
Yeah,
like, damn, that's crazy,
Fuck is going on?
Right. It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing. It's just a what the fuck. So, in this case of what the fuck, I was sent a TikTok. I recently got on TikTok, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been learning some gems on there. I've been,
Yeah.
It's really beneficial. It could be.
We should let them see the TikTok.
You're right. If we got that right here, this is TikTok. But anyway, I was sent a TikTok, and it was a video of a mom and a son. The son probably was about, I don't know, he was probably like 7.
Maybe 9.
Maybe 9. Okay, 9. And he was crying. They were in the car. He was crying. The mom was consoling him. Was like, "Okay, it's fine. It's all right. It's gonna be all right." And apparently the kid was crying because the kid's dog died.
No,
was it a dog? It was a dog.
Yep.
It was a dog.
It was a dog, but I don't think the dog died. I think it was just going in the vet thing, right? He was
I think the dog died.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, the dog actually died.
Okay.
The kid was crying.
Okay.
I mean, or they put him to sleep. But anyway,
something like
right,
that.
But
okay.
The kid was crying, and the mom was consoling him. She's videotaping this, and the mom was consoling him. And then so in the TikTok they showed that part, and for some reason, the mom that put out the video, she put out the unedited version on YouTube, and in the unedited version, she's telling her son that's crying, that's in distress right now because his best friend, his dog, died. He's like really crying, and the mom was like, "Come over here, come over," trying to position the son so they can have the right camera angle, so that the people can see him crying. And she's like, "So cry like this," and the son's like, "I am crying." Like he's like the son was really like. He's going through it.
And she's trying to have a
viral. And she's like putting her hand up to her face and like trying to get like the perfect thumbnail or whatever for her video so that it can get more clicks. And it just disgusted me because I'm like, look how far people are willing to go for clout.
Wow.
Like this is really a drug.
Wow.
So tell me what do you think about that? What do you think about her doing all that, using...
She put on. When I seen her, she was trying to say, "Smile like this." No,
right.
Up your mouth. Like really make it crying face.
Right.
He's like, "Mom, I'm really crying." She's like, "No, do it like this.
Right.
What I think about that, man, is that there has become, so social media used to not exist, right?
Right.
Just like FaceTime used to not exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before that shit, motherfuckers used to have to like write down phone numbers.
Oh yeah.
Take it, or it was just a different kind of a world, right?
It was.
With the development of the social media game, I think that there's now a new economy that comes with that. And the economy is driven by how many followers, how many impressions can you have, which is why people with like hundreds of thousands of followers can get deals like, promotional shit, like flat tummy teas and
right.
Protein shakes and
right.
The leggings and the waist trainers and all of that other shit, right?
Right.
So they're getting these deals based on how many followers. So there's an incentive to get the followers.
You're
There's
right.
an incentive to put something extra on it so that you can have action at some resources. And I know the hustle. I see the hustle, right? But I'm not knocking the hustle, but I am recognizing the hustle. And she just got caught. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bitches out here acting and making their kids act. And I think she's sick and depraved for forcing her kid, showing her kid, setting that as the example of manipulation. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I understand why she's doing it. She's doing it for that money.
Right. But it's at what cost though? It's like,
man,
really,
she don't give a fuck.
Are you really willing to sell your son's or your loved one's pain for money?
For sure.
Like, so that's that's crazy to me. If man, that means you're killing for money.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
Hey,
man. Some people will say
for the right price.
For the right price,
you out here. Hey, you have a price. That's what it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's sickening, and hopefully that woman gets the help that she needs. And hopefully, that kid is not in a situation where.
Hopefully, y'all put that kid, school counseling.
Yeah, just counsel the kid. I'm not saying take the kid away, but just
understand
some counseling needs to be going on.
Understand the wrong ways that his mom is displaying.
Right. So a therapist or somebody needs to step in that situation and do some coaching. And,
she out of pocket.
Oh.
She out of pocket.
All the way out of pocket.
Yeah.
But we took right, doing all that extra.
Yeah, man.
But let's go into the metaphysical moment, man. What's the metaphysical moment in all of this?
All right, so in the metaphysical moment, right, we're going to try and figure out like what the symbolism is or what the abstract thought is, what this ether energy kind of dynamic is that's influencing our day-to-day lives. And based on the stories that we talked about, man, I'm just going to go with this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of people making decisions about how they move or how they treat people based on cultural considerations, right?
Right.
It's based on what you see, right? But I'm a believer of that third eye, aka that pineal gland, right?
Okay.
And I'm trying to do everything I can to activate mine. I think everybody that's listening should try and activate theirs and concentrate on that, meditate on that, eat foods that support that, decalcify, you dig? But I'm encouraging people to use their third eye instead of just basically what they see with their regular eyes.
Right. Definitely.
Like a lot of people, like these pictures of the Haitians, that's reminiscent of that slavery scenario.
Right.
Is it meant to rile us up, or is that the actual reality? Either way, those people was looking at those other people a certain kind of way with these eyes and not that third eye. Because if you're looking at people with that third eye, you're going to recognize that we all in this together. We all part of the same thing. Feel me?
Right.
It's just different aspects of us, and sometimes you got to get out the poison. Sometimes you got to cut the limb that is infected off. You feel me?
Right.
So don't get it twisted, but I am saying use your third eye to check these situations. While you dealing with people, while you moving, while you doing business, intuition, third eye, listen to what your spirit body is telling you.
Right, definitely. I mean, that's why we're giving you this information, is so you can stay on top of it and you can look at it in a different way and try to see, okay, this is the real game to it, and not pay attention to the fluff.
What I would say is that, like, with these biased eyes, you're going to encounter those things that you've been indoctrinated with. You're going to see things through that certain lens. Mm-hmm. Feel me?
No, for sure.
With that, when you purifying this one, that's a different story. You got a different sight. You got a better sight. Insight,
gotta tap
oversight.
in.
You feel me? So
right.
Tap in, man.
You gotta tap in.
Get right. Put them fruits in your body.
Hey, we always,
put the nutrients in your body.
We always promote the healthy living and the righteous lifestyle.
Yeah. So
meaning being clean and pure and trying to not fall into the okie doke of the bullshit of the world.
Yeah, if you're gonna drink 100% agave.
Yeah,
You feel me?
100% agave tequila. That's my drink of choice.
Respect.
I try to stay away from celebrity tequilas, but I try to do
That's another episode.
We're not gonna talk about drinks. That's when I do drink. I'm not a big drinker, but when I do drink, I try to do tequila, and I try to keep it to a minimum because too much of a good thing is
yeah.
You already know the saying.
It's all good.
But with that being said, my brother,
another one down. Good.
Another overstanding.
All I'm gonna say too before we go.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Y'all do the research. Look
up
what we saying.
Yes.
If there's something wrong, interact with us, please. Give us some comments, like, subscribe. Subscribe to the Six Kings channel.
Yes.
All content coming out is fire.
Yep.
Fuck with us, you know what I mean?
Let's build this brand together. You know what I mean? So it's the Overstanding with Lucky and Easy. It's the Six Kings ENT. Tap in for the programming. Tap into us and let us know how you feeling out there.
Love.
It's all love.